What's going on, my fellow residents, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. I had to throw in a little Corey Kenshin in there. I've been watching him recently with his Injustice 2 playthrough. But anyways, last episode, we were in Hollow Bastion and we had to fight 1,000 Heartless in one session. I'm just waiting for what Kingdom Hearts 3 has to offer with that. But in this episode, we have to go back to the previous worlds that we've already been through, which not a lot of games do that in the Kingdom Hearts series. I know 1 didn't really do that. Rechain didn't do that. Days is different because it's mission based, so you kind of have to. Birth by Sleep didn't do that. Recoded doesn't do that, and that's a movie, so I can actually say that. And I'm not gonna spoil anything past this.
We gotta catch that guy.
Well, that.
I'm following him too.
Then let's go.
Alright, back up the mountaintop. Which one would actually... Well, actually, it kind of doesn't matter, but I'll just take Goofy anyways. That dodge roll, though, is so good to... Actually, I need to use these. I don't know how many of these I actually have to use, but whatever. Not that. So we need to give ourselves that dodge roll, and then guard or break. Yeah, most of the abilities in the game, they are really good for using, so... Always gotta make sure we have those. Unfortunately, like, world-specific party members don't exactly do too much for us. I can take those off. And Goofy Bash isn't actually that great, but meh, and then... Oh yeah, I need to change that. I think we're good for the most part. Maybe Blizzard as well. Actually, do they get... No, they don't get items back. Okay, I was about to say. What was the new item we got? Okay, I should probably go to the stock instead. Yeah, since it wasn't, like, an actual item I could equip. That was dumb. But yeah, going back on the whole thing about, going back to previous worlds, unfortunately, Kingdom Hearts 3 won't be doing that, which is something that everyone, including myself, was it. Why am I saving? This is like the very beginning of the episode. I don't need to save. But anyways, everyone was expecting Kingdom Hearts 3 to be able to, well, in Kingdom Hearts 3, you would be able to go back to previous worlds, which would be like, story things, well, story-related things. But these are basically called by the, community second visits. I think I remember the, Kingdom Hearts 2, like, guidebook saying that they were, second visits, so that's probably why I actually remember it being that way. But I kind of don't. So I don't remember that fully, but just in case it's not what, like, the guidebook said, that's what the community calls it. Just second visits. It's pretty generic, but I mean, what else can you call it? I'm gonna be rather upset that this isn't in 3, because it's just really interesting, because, like, in Kingdom Hearts 1, and pretty much a lot of the Kingdom Hearts games really, it's like, they'll say that, oh, we'll be back, and then they just never show up again. I mean, like, some of the worlds have business reasons, because like Tarzan, whenever it came to the Tarzan world, Disney said, okay, you guys did such a bad world with you guys did such a bad job with this world, we're not giving it to you again.
There's a rumor in the Imperial City
Which
about a spy
kind of sucks, but
lurking in the mountains. I'd been up here tracking him, but when you arrived, I lost him.
Sorry.
Don't apologize, but I do wonder where he went.
Again?
Yeah, this again.
Okay, first things first.
It kind of makes you wonder why that appeared again, because Shan Yu isn't back, so for those Heartless to be there again in the same exact way that they appeared the first time, doesn't exactly make much sense. But now, not only are we dealing with the Heartless Swarm like last time, now we have to deal with the Mysterious Man, and I just have to call him Mysterious Man, even though we've seen that blade before. I'm not gonna say who it is, but we've seen that blade before. Alright, so also, this segment is also another good segment for, using limit form. Because this fight will continuously go on until the Mystery Man's health bar goes down to a particular point. So you can pretty much ignore him most of the fight and you can just do whatever you want. If I can actually be good at the game and hit stuff. That would be nice. Alright, get down to the ground. There we go. Am I? Okay, no, I'm not hitting him. Which is both good and bad, because when it comes to like getting out of this form, this is going to take a while. Ow. Thank you for knocking me into the air like that. But to be honest, grinding limit form is rather boring. But, actually, yeah, I just need to fight him for the rest of the time. Because I'm not going to be able to get my drive form up to get to limit form again to actually make it useful. Unless I waste time just fighting the other Heartless here. Oh, by the way, that thing I mentioned last episode with like the animations and how not all the Heartless are actually on screen, that applies to here too. As you can see, there's a bunch of them just swarming around in the air. And even though I was like really high in the air, I'm not hitting all of them that are up there. You are actually really far away. Let's fix that. If I could actually get over there. But yeah, these Heartless like to get in the way quite a lot, especially when it comes to targeting, because I can't switch targets like you can in 1. But granted, with all the targets around you, not exactly that useful to begin with. I actually managed to get my drive gate filled up. That's nice. Can I go down and kill you, please? There we go. That took a little bit longer than I would have liked.
That guy. No. Why would he? Riku?
Are you okay, Sora?
Did you get him?
No. He's gone.
What? You lost him?
Anyway, what now?
I think that we better get rid of all the Heartless first.
What was that?
I mean,
Come
knowing
on,
the last time
we better
something
get
like
off
that
the
happened,
mountain.
yeah, we better leave. Because the last time something like that happened, an avalanche occurred. So, yeah, don't want that happening. Kind of don't know why he looked back there. Maybe he was expecting someone to just randomly appear, but I don't know. We don't really need Defender all that much, but AP boost, I have them. So let's just use those. Wait, did I use? No, I need one more, I think. Alright, let's give ourselves that Defender. Did we get anything else? Wait. Oh, right, nobody's. I got a Twilight Shard from that.
It's heading for the city. We've got to warn Shang.
and they just don't talk. For whatever odd reason, they just don't. But yeah, those Twilight Shards that I mentioned before, you really only get those from nobodies. Well, any Twilight item you can only get from nobodies. Alright, get over here. We remember facing you guys earlier in the beginning of the game. Nice to see you again. Nice to be still taken down just as easily. And Neil Shadows, I remember you in Rechain. I hated you in Rechain. You guys can die in a fire in that game, but in this game they're not as bad. Not nearly as bad, thankfully. I feel so happy that I can just take care of those guys because, goodness, if you guys don't remember me trying to beat those guys in Rechain, just go over to that. Just go over to Rechain. It's the dumbest thing in the world. I think I actually had to skip through most of the world because of how dumb it actually was trying to fight them all. It just feels so satisfying that Sora is actually good enough to take down Neo Shadows. And it's weird because really and truly, okay, that did a lot of damage, but like Neo Shadows, the only time that they're not like ridiculously strong is in 2. Every other time they're pretty strong. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 1 is kind of an exception. They're not that strong in that game, but in 2 they're probably at their weakest state, and then every other game they're really strong. Especially Rechain. Rechain is where they're at their strongest. And as you can see, by the way, all the Heartless have their health extremely buffed up, which, yay, that just makes them a lot longer to take down. Because if I was at the beginning of the game, that guy would have been dead by now. I need to change Goofy and Donald back to Technic. Need to remember to do that if I ever change the party members, because if I don't, then they won't attack. And that was a rare Heartless, by the way. You will now start seeing those. Okay, I guess I can't get it, unfortunately. But those will spawn in like certain rooms of a world, and I forget like the specific requirements you needed in order to like actually grab those, but if you're lucky enough, you can get some good items from it. Look who decided to show up. What? Is that a problem? Nah. We're just glad you're not in black coat. Well, Sora kind of. He's just dressed in black, mainly. You saw him? Yeah, he's in the palace. And unfortunately, those guys didn't really do anything to fight them. And again, very, very similar to the first visit. I've honestly never really noticed how similar these visits are. And now I'm pretty sure I can't kill them all with this. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to use Donald, Goofy, and Sora's Trinity here. Whoops. Man, whatever. I didn't have Donald and Goofy out, so that would have taken way longer to try and get, and I probably would have died trying to do that. So, yeah, let's just focus on this. Valivore might be useful here, actually. I'll try and consider it. Goofy should be able to stay alive. Love that reaction command, and it actually killed a good number of them too. Alright, not that many left. Unfortunately, Mulan is dead. Gonna have to deal with that at some point, maybe, if she doesn't get back up herself. Oh, goodness. If there's one thing that I'm only now realizing that isn't all that great, the health upgrade, or whatever it would actually be called, it's not really an upgrade, but the health increases for the Heartless, my goodness, it's not all that good. Just makes battles take, well, I don't really know if it makes battles take longer, but just to the paths, hurry. I can't speak, I don't know why. I wish I could speak English, but for some reason I can't.
Open up!
Over here!
Huh?
By the way, totally not gonna question the physics of how we're very easily able to climb this very slender pole. Like, getting your feet attached, okay, that's fine, but just being able to just stick to it, it's the dumbest thing. Physics, what are you? To be honest, that would probably be me. Trying to... Actually, it might be better to switch Mulan out for Donald here.
Wait!
Riku?
Huh?
No, never heard of him.
By the way, if you recognize that voice, that was the same guy that we met at the first visit of Hollow Bastion. But you probably don't remember that since that was at like part 8 or something like that. So yeah, we're good. How far? Almost 20 parts from that. Depending on what actual part it was, I don't remember. Trinity, let's go. Alright, I don't remember if I actually explained how this limit works. So basically how this limit works is, it works, not everything that you do at first does damage. However, the attacks you do prior to that, they, it's a little difficult to explain while also trying to play a game at the same time. But basically, the attacks you do first will gather up a number of hits, and then everything after that. Okay, I was expecting to try and do a reaction command there.
Move! Get out the way!
Oh, I didn't switch out Mulan for Donald. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit of a problem, but again, let me try and explain the whole situation with Donald, Goofy, and Sora's limit. So, how that works is, basically the first amount of hits that you do, they gather just hits. They don't really do anything. However, by them gathering hits, it determines how long that last, like, little burst of attacks will last for. And having that with Magnet is actually really, really good because Magnet adds hits for every time that they go in and out of the Magnet. So, I'm having a very horrible time explaining this. Let me do this real quick so I don't end up dying. Because you can actually die a little easily in this fight, but I managed to handle that a lot better. Guess it wasn't Riku. Sorry, Sora. I can't stay. I'm worried about Shang. Oh, right. Surprisingly enough, we forgot the whole reason we were coming here. Your Excellence, Shang, something terrible has happened. We saw a huge monster fly out of the mountains and toward the city. Ah, so it is as the young man said. Isn't that right, Captain? Yes, Your Excellency. You see, a young stranger visited us not long ago. The captain fought the visitor, but was quickly defeated. Well, yeah, you didn't have to mention that part, but whatever. To my dishonor. It seems that young man was the one in black that I have heard whispers about. Did he mention the name Riku? He didn't offer his name. It was rather rude. Rude? Then it was Riku. That's not exactly the best adjective to describe him. And not only that, that could mean a lot of people still. But, you know, whatever. But why would he come here? Very good question. One we unfortunately cannot answer. I'll check outside. Mulan. Shang, guard the Emperor. I'll be fine with them. That's right. You don't sound confident about that, Sora. Indeed. That is true. We need not worry while you protect us. Donald's just like, okay, let's settle with the problem now. But before we do that, we need to get all these chests in these rooms because there's quite a lot. There's 3 up here, 4, okay. And then I remember that there's 1 down here on this side, or 2, I guess. And then there's 1 on the other side, if I'm correct. Torn pages, we'll use those later. Okay, get that. We can't get that sticker up there. We might be able to... actually no, we're not going to be able to get that. We need a special ability in order to get that, and we don't have it. So, yay! Let's just deal with whatever comes to us for now. I'll save over that. Why not? Need to check out our abilities first, and I need to restock on my items because I didn't do that. Potion. That's not a potion. There we go. And I'll keep 1 ether. Why not? Feel like it might come in handy. Were there... No, we didn't get any new abilities. I need to turn this stuff into the synthesis shop whenever I can. I actually probably could just now, but I didn't. And I remember, yep, Goofy got a new item as well. And yeah, we're already at the boss for this world. So, the second visits, they are a lot shorter than the first visits, which will more than likely mean all the episodes that I do for a decent while will just be like the whole second visit of a world. By the way, this is some Shadow of the Colossus type stuff that we doing. Actually, I can see that because there is also a Shadow of the Colossus boss that flies around. But it's nowhere near as bad as this, so need to grab onto that. If you're a first-time player, you would not have realized that, and you would have gone flying off. Alright, so, first thing first, we need to get rid of these little blue, whatever they are, horns, I guess. That way he goes flying, well not flying, he goes falling, with style, onto the floor. And now you can just destroy him. And I think for 3 of these little, like, head nods that he does, or 2, he only stays down for those 2 little head nods and then he'll just go back up. Now, this boss can be rather annoying because there are periods of times where you just cannot get close to him at all. And what you have to do is remember this one thing you use at like the beginning of the game. You have to use it again to try, okay, to try and get onto his back and hope that you can actually land on it. There we go. That was a better shot. And while you're attacking, you more than likely won't fall off. It hasn't really happened to me, so... well, I say that. And then, of course, that happens. But at the same time, he did twirl around in the air a little bit. Yeah, I can't land on his tail thing. He's surprisingly not going into the air as much as I thought he would. Because normally he would, like, spam going up into the air, but he hasn't, like, done that yet. Don't know why. Alright, let's get him again. Don't exactly have much time. Alright, I'll just do that one combo and move back. Mulan's low on health again. My goodness, Mulan, please. Alright, now will you do the reaction command thing? Yes, you will. Perfect. Now, this is one of the coolest reaction commands in the entire game. And I want to see if I can kill with it, because you also can kill with that. I remember killing with the reaction command for Roxas in the Twilight Thorn boss. I want to get that kind of thing again, because he can die by snapping his neck along the floor. So I want that to happen again. I would love for that to happen. Okay, so this is basically kind of a DM move, but not really. Well, DM move meaning devastation move, which I don't think I've ever explained devastation moves either, but it's a really easy attack to avoid. I mean, the walls give you plenty of space to actually move around in, and then the lightning is only in the middle, so, well, the beam, I mean, is only in the middle. And then even then, there's like a tiny space in front of him that doesn't hit him. Okay, my partners are dead. That's nice. All my friends are dead. Okay, this is where getting onto his back is a little bit more difficult because of that whole bomb rush move. I think I have to do it a little bit later. That way, it's a little bit... okay, come on. It's difficult to get up there because of his momentum. You have to try and time it so that... okay, made it up. Don't attack those. Attack the, blue horns. Are you gonna flip? Okay, he hasn't flipped yet. Or try to, at least. Oh, there he goes, as I say that. Very nice. Am I gonna... Okay, I can get up there. Oh, nope, or he can just fly up. That's nice. Yes, reaction command time again. It doesn't really do that much damage, though, so I have to be really, really careful if I actually want to kill with it. Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to. He might just die to some other random means, but if I can kill with it, that will be very, very fun. I want to see it happen. In fact, I might actually try to make that happen. But then again, that might also take too long. So, we don't really know, but if it does take too long, I can just cut it out. So, you guys don't have to worry about that, but I do. Mulan just went flying into the air. Alright, I need to get your health down a little bit more, that way. Okay, I can't reach you. That's fun. I need to try and get his health down a little bit more, because I don't think the reaction command would actually kill at this point. Okay, we up there. Just do a little bit. Alright, that's good. Now I'm gonna do this just to make sure I don't die. Alright, and I'm just gonna wait because... no, he did not fly up. Not yet. He usually flies up after this, so we should be good. There you go. Alright, now, you didn't do the thing. Oh my goodness. I want to have his neck get snapped. That, or I can attack under his stomach. I think I can kill him that way, too. Yeah, it should be fine either way. It'll be cool either way. Either I'm completely destroying his stomach, or he snaps his neck. Either way, it's fine. Alright, now actually do the reaction command, please. Okay, that's fine. He's in the middle. He's just going to use his lightning. That's nice. Okay, so finally, I guess I figured out how to actually get it. So those blue horns, you have to get rid of those first. He'll go up into the air and then he'll do it, because I've been waiting for a good while and he just didn't do it. So, yay! I wasted a good couple of minutes having to figure that out. I mean, at least it looks cool and you guys don't have to sit through it, because I have to edit that out.
Way to go!
It's also a good thing we had random fireworks on standby instead of preparing the city for what could be a complete disaster.
Served China well. It would please me to reward you. What is it that you wish?
Well,
Speaking of which, do the characters actually ever eat throughout the series? Because Goofy's stomach just rumbled there, meaning he's hungry, as in they haven't eaten, which isn't surprising considering everything that we've been doing.
Dragons have crossed our land and left a great web of paths. These dragons wield much power, and they are the source of many gifts to both man and nature. But it would seem someone of evil intent disturbed one of our dragons and transformed it into what you call a heartless. It is my belief that this young man came to warn me of that danger. Then I could alert and prepare my troops.
Did you?
I was about to, but he told me this situation had changed.
He said 3 wise guys had arrived, and they would take care of things.
Yup.
That's gotta be Riku.
You know, I was about to say that it would be the organization. However, he did say wise guys, which would make me believe that it's Riku.
At least I finally know he's okay. That's good enough.
Yeah, that's good.
Now then, Famulan, do you have a request?
I'd like Shang. I mean, well, the captain.
Yes, yes, my dear, what is it?
Could the captain have a vacation, please?
I hardly expected such humble requests. In this case, I'm afraid I must refuse. Captain Lee's responsibility is to protect the Emperor. And yet, Mulan,
Yes.
would you like to serve alongside him and protect me?
What?
2 reeds together are stronger than one. But the choice is yours alone.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
But again, Sora's thinking about a special someone. And now there's the title card for the Land of Dragons, which we only get after the end of a world, which is why Disney Castle did it when we visited there for the first time, because we're not going back there again. Yay! But in the next episode, gonna be heading over to Beast Castle, which that'll be fun because there's a particular boss there. He's a really hard boss. Goodness. But anyways, until next video, take care. I'm gonna regret going up against this guy.